Stop number 15 on the Castrol GTX IndyCar Series brings us to Daytona International Speedway. But it's not the NASCAR track that we're racing on here today. This is the Daytona Road Course that we are going to be doing as we get down to the nitty-gritty of the IndyCar Series season for season 1 of the Castrol GTX IndyCar Series, I should say. As the points chase wise, it is 23 points separating the top two drivers of Dylan Thoreau and Johnny Gardner for the championship. So we'll see what happens here as we get set for 9 laps of action here on this Daytona road course. And let's get to the starting lineup for today's running of this event. On the pole in the number 2 Verizon Chevrolet at 133.9 miles an hour, it's Dylan Young on the pole. He is currently sitting 4th in the standings coming in. Alongside of him will be 3rd in the championship chase, Nicholas Romero. He's on the outside in the Ford EcoBoost Ford, truck car number 29. Then it's Jesse Turner, who won the last stop in the tour at Watkins Glen. He's in number 22 Chevrolet. He's alongside Joshua Osborne, the number 19 Honda, the Justin Wilson tribute. Then it's the Texas winner, Sky Commons, the number 21 Klondike Bar Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Dallas McIntosh, a 3-time winner this season, the 16 National Guard Honda. Then it's the next row down. It's going to be row number 4 will be Jason Blanford, the number 58 Hess Ford, who'll be alongside the number 34 Honda of Marty Johnson. He'll be alongside. Then it's the second place driver in the points, Johnny Gardner, number 4 National Guard Honda. Alongside of him will be the number 9 Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet of Leon Alvarez. He's alongside. Then it's Derek Pemberton, the number 83 Chevrolet. Alongside of him will be Joshua Sakuli in the UFD Honda, car number 27. Next row down will be Seth Cole, who won at Sanair Raceway over near Montreal, the triangle track there. Number 13 Geico Chevrolet. Alongside of him will be Elijah Gordon, number 26 Honda. Then it's Amari Stoudemire Jr., the number 32 Menards Quaker State Glidden Paints Chevrolet. Or Menards Glidden Paints Quaker State Buick, I should say, number 32. He'll be alongside the number 77 Honda of Kev Shear, who nearly won at Watkins Glen, the last stop in the tour. Then it's John Arndt, the number 10 Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet. Alongside the Castrol GTX Honda, number 70 of Davey Johnson. Then it's the number 15 National Guard Honda of Alex Hawkins, the winner at Atlanta this season. Alongside of him, Austin Geip, the number 5 Dollar General Honda. Next row down will be the number 28 DHL Honda, the winner at Canadian Tire Raceway, Blaine Keys. He'll be alongside Pichu London, number 35, the Red Bull Honda. He sits right now 7th in the standings. Then it's James Richardson, number 60 Valvoline Chevrolet, alongside JT Bryant, the winner at Mexico City, the number 11 FedEx Chevrolet. Then it's the number 17 NTN Toyota of Nathan Hudson, who sits 5th place in the standings coming in. And the winner at Lime Rock this season, Ryan George, number 12 Verizon Chevrolet. Then it's the number 61 Shell Ferrari of Nick Gunther. Alongside of him will be Nathan Hood, the RW Honda, number 67. Then it's number 93 Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet of Chris Dodd. He'll be on the inside of the next row down. And he'll be alongside... He actually will be alongside Nathan Hood, actually. You know, well, whatever it is. Now, there's Dylan Thoreau. He's on the outside of the next... He's on the outside of Nathan Hudson, actually, number 33 Hitachi Chevrolet. Dylan Thoreau is actually the point leader coming in, so... Next row after that will be Nick Gunther and Ryan George. Then Chris Dodd and Nathan Hood. Sam Rogers in the Menards Quaker State Glidden Paints Buick number 56 will actually be on the outside of Lyndon Wright in number 81 Coca-Cola Chevrolet. Then it's Abe Troxel, number 95 Red Bull Honda, alongside Joshua Kohler, the number 43 STP Honda.
Drivers, start your engines.
And sorry, I got the whole lineup screwed up and everything else. But this track at Daytona is 3.56 miles in length, the road course version, I should say. Going to be interesting to see how they will maneuver around this road course. Now, some say this course is actually a death trap. Whether that's true or not, we will find out. In the 9 laps it takes to run this racetrack, we got through with 14 laps at the race at Watkins Glen, which saw 3 caution flags and a winner with Jesse Turner, who starts on the inside of the second row. Dylan Young looking to make up some points, so try to get himself back in the championship contention. With there'll be 2 races remaining after this, as they'll be heading to Sonoma for the next stop in the tour, and then the finale at Michigan Speedway for the US 500. Field comes down in corner number 4. The green flag about to wave. Well, actually it will be NASCAR turn 4. The green flag about to wave, and the race at Daytona is on. Dylan Young was the winner this season at Road America, the 4-mile road course. This is the second longest course they're racing on here this season, at 3.5 miles in length. Here he comes. Dylan Young rounds out of corner number 2 on this course, now through turn 3. This would be turn 4. Nicholas Romero, the winner of the Indianapolis 500, trying to close right in on Young as they come down through the turn. That was turn 6, I think. That's turn 5, I think. I'm not sure, actually. Now heading off through NASCAR turn number 1. Look at this overhead view as the field rounds through the inner loop. Making it through there in wonderful precision. Some side-by-side racing. We see Joshua Collard getting off in the grass just a little bit, as well as the last place runner, Levi Shones, number 14. And Dylan Young leads the first lap of the race. But look at Nicholas Romero closing right in car number 29. That's 2 and 3 on this course. Here's turn 4. Actually, what I mentioned is turn 2 a little earlier. This is turn 4, actually. And right here would be turn number 5. Actually, this would be turn 3, actually. I get this course screwed up a lot of times. This is turn 4. As Young comes down through this part of the course, he'll still keep the lead. Romero's in second. Osborne's in third. There's turn 5. And right there would be NASCAR turn number 6. Turn number 1, rather. This would be turn 6 on the course. And coming through turn number 7. There's the loop, turn 8, 9, 10, and 11. And watch Young's car accelerate. Let's see how fast he'll come going into the first turn of the course. Look, he's already at over 200 miles an hour. He'll come across and head into turn number 1 at 210 miles per hour. But boy, Nicholas Romero keeping it very, very close here on this course here. Riding along with Joshua Osborne, number 19, running in 3rd position. At the moment, he started this race in 4th. Osborne last time by was 9/10 of a second back of the leader. See how he drives this course. Of course, a little bit right there through the rumble strips, going into turn number 4. Another turn 5, but closes in just a little bit on Romero. They'll mash the gas now for the long part of the course right through turns 1 and 2, what would be on the NASCAR circuit, I should say. And Osborne punching that accelerator up to 199, 200 miles an hour. And into the inner loop at 209 miles per hour he'll go. And down through the loop at about 87 miles per hour. And he's got Jesse Turner right behind him in the draft. Field beginning to get spread out just a little bit. Turner now goes to the inside of Osborne for position. That's for third. Jesse Turner looking to have a shot at 2 wins in a row after having won at the last stop in the tour at Watkins Glen. But Osborne holds him off at the moment. Turner runs in 4th position. 5th right now is Dallas McIntosh, who currently sits right now 8th in the standings. 6th position is Sky Commons. Jason Blanford running in 7th. 8th position is Marty Johnson. 9th is Johnny Gardner, who, as I said, came in 23 points behind the leader, Dylan Thoreau. And Thoreau right now currently sits in the... Oh my gosh. Dylan sits right now in the 21st position in this race. So Gardner stands to gain a lot of ground on Dylan Thoreau in the points chase. He is actually, he currently sits right now well, whatever, 12 spots ahead. Anyway, he's got the 9 of Leon Alvarez right behind him. Let's see how fast they go in the draft, I should say here. We saw how fast they go when they're in front of another car. And Alvarez, who runs in 10th position at the moment. Look at him, he's already 211 miles an hour into turn number 1. Yes, he will. We saw 210 earlier by Dylan Young. 12th position, 11th position right now belonging to Joshua Sakuli. In 11th spot, 12th Derek Pemberton, 13th matching his car number is Seth Cole. 14th is Elijah Gordon, 15th is Amari Stoudemire Jr., 15th Kev Shearer, 16th is Austin Gipe, 16th is Kev Shearer, 17th is Austin Gipe, 18th is Davey Johnson. JT Bryant running in 19th position, 20th is Alex Hawkins, 21st Dylan Thoreau, 22nd is John Arndt, 23rd Blaine Keys, 24th Brian George, the winner at Lime Rock. Sam Rogers 25th, 26th is Nathan Hood, 27th Joshua Collard. Zachary Fitzwater running 28th in the Spotify Honda. Paul Barber in 29th, 30th is Daniel Olson, 31st DJ Curtis, 32nd is James Richardson. Nick Gunther in 33rd, 34th is Levi McIntyre. Chris Dodd running 35th, 36th is Lyndon Wright. Nathan Hudson having a bad day at the moment. He is 37th, and he came in his race 5th in the standings. Not the run that the Pac West Toyota team wanted, and right there behind him is Keith Batson in 38th, Matt in car number 38, the Sprite Honda, or the Sprite Ford rather. Come by this time for 4 laps to go. Batson tries to go to the inside. He pulls ahead of Hudson just a little bit. But Hudson's got the preferred groove, and Batson gets a little sideways now. And Nathan will pull back ahead, but Keith ain't giving up. And it's bringing Abe Troxel to mix in at 95, where he's in 39th and 40th. at the moment is Levi Schoen's Pichu London. Something went wrong with his car. He is 41st, dead last at the moment. And we're back to the leader, Dylan Young, running as the #1 driver at the moment here, but giving chase is the 29 of Nicholas Romero. He has closed in the gap just a little bit, though. He was about 4/10 of a second back a couple of laps ago. He is now just 0.13 of a second back the last time by, but I think Young may be pulling ahead just a little bit. But there's where Romero's been getting his runs out of that fourth corner. The fourth corner is where you really make up your distance, as you can see right here. And boy, Romero just really closed it up. He's now exactly a tenth of a second back, with now 3 laps to go. And should Dylan Young go on to win this race, he will have a big points harvest here for sure. He came in 4th in the standings. If he finishes ahead of Romero, that will not move him ahead of him. If he finishes the same way, 1st and 2nd, he will only have gained 1 point on him. Because right now, Young is currently 28 points behind him. Now, Dylan Young, keep in mind, a few races ago, he was leading the points after had a bad run at the race at Mid-Ohio. And that dropped him back a bunch. And surprisingly caution-free here at the Daytona Road Course right now. And let's see what happens here. And goes into a turn at goes into the chicane at 207 miles per hour. That explains why the lap speeds on this course here for the Indy cars just over 133 miles an hour. There's Osborne still in 3rd position. 4th is still Jesse Turner. Dallas McIntosh running in 5th. Romero trying to close back in a little bit again. Let's see what the interval is this time by with 2 laps to go. And Romero fell off a 10th. It's 0.23 of a second now, with 2 laps remaining. But Nicholas is hoping for one little slip out of Dylan Young. Young knows the one little slip and Romero's by him. As we know, road course racing is all about finesse, and it is all about perfect finesse. And if you can perform all of that, though, should be in good shape. As they come down out of the road course part of the course, now through NASCAR 1 and 2. Dylan Young knows he has the white flag next time by, but he also knows too Nicholas Romero has been fast. And I think if he's close enough, though, then we may be fixed to find out in a 2-car shootout. And like I said, if something happens to those 2 cars, Joshua Osborne is in 3rd. Fifth is still Dallas McIntosh. 6th is Sky Commons. 7th is Blanford. 8th is Johnson. 9th is Gardner. And 10th is Alvarez. The white flag waves over Dylan Young. He has 1 lap remaining here at Daytona. And he stretched that lead a little bit again. 3600 of a second, but Romero closed up in turn 1. Dylan knows he's got to hit his marks. But there's Romero. He's right there. Romero hoping he's got a lot of power in that disposal of that Ford engine. Ford engine in the 2nd position. Chevrolet engine out in front. And a Honda in 3rd. As they go back through NASCAR 1 and 2 for the final time here at Daytona. Dylan Young has got basically the worst of the course out of the way. But there's still that chicane on the back stretch. Romero closing right in. Let's see what happens in the chicane. Young is right here. Young's through it. Romero's through it. Now let's remember turn 4. The NASCAR turn 4 is where Romero's been getting that run. Here they come through the third and fourth turns. Here they come through the NASCAR third and fourth turns. Now Romero closing back, trying to close back in on Young. It's not gonna happen. Start finish line. Dylan Young wins at Daytona. Dylan Young has won at the Daytona Road Course as he takes home the title. But boy, I tell you, rest assured though, Dylan Young, I'm sure. Well, what I was going to say here, Nicholas Romero gave Dylan Young all he wanted and then some, but it's all Dylan Young as he takes home the title here today at the Daytona Road Course. Several cars have not yet finished yet, but we know he's won it. Nicholas Romero's second. Joshua Osborne ends up third. Fourth will go to Jesse Turner. Fifth to Dallas McIntosh. Sixth position, Sky Cummins. Jason Blanford coming home in seventh. Eighth, Marty Johnson. Johnny Gardner coming home in ninth. A good, solid day for him. Leon Alvarez in 10th position. Joshua Sikulia, good run in 11th. Derek Pemberton 12th. Seth Cole 13th. 14th, Elijah Gordon. Amari Stoudemire Jr. 15th. 16th, Kev Shear. 17th is Austin Geip. 18th, Davey Johnson. 19th, JT Bryant. 20th position will go to Alex Hawkins and Dylan Thoreau. 21st, a bad day for him. Well, it's not really a bad day, though, but just an okay run, but not what he needed regarding the fact that your championship rival ends up finishing way ahead of you in the race, though. But anyway, John Arndt, 22nd, 23rd. Blaine Keys, 24th. Ryan George, 25th. Goes to Sam Rogers, 26th. Nathan Hood, 27th. Joshua Collard. Zachary Fitzwater, 28th. 29th will go to Paul Barber. 30th, Daniel Olson. 31st, DJ Curtis. Nick Gunther. James Richardson. Levi McIntyre. Chris Dodd. Lyndon Wright. Nathan Hudson, a bad day today for him. 37th, he was top 5 in the points coming in. Keith Batson, 38th. 39th, Abe Truxell. 40th, Levi Schoenzen. 41st is Pichu London. And that's another top 10 runner in the points chase that had a bad day. But for Dylan Young, a great day for him. He helped himself a lot points-wise, as a matter of fact. And so too did Nicholas Romero, as they finished 1-2 today, and they were 3 and 4 in the point chase coming in, with Romero in third and Young in fourth. And so the Daytona, so we have now got now 15 races are in the books for the IndyCar series, and 2 races are left to go. The next stop will be at Sonoma, California, near the last road race of the season, and the finale will be at the always fast Michigan Speedway, the 2-mile D-shaped oval, to determine the championship for the IndyCar Series in Season 1. So once again, our congratulations to Dylan Young as he wins today at the Daytona Road Course. And until then, it's James Qualls, and it's been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.